Hi Virgo, happy August. I hope you're doing well. Okay, all right. If you have Pisces anywhere in your chart, check out that video because I just did Pisces and it's very similar to this. I think it's the other side of whatever drama is going on over there. Okay, okay. What we come in with is the Knight of Cups. Okay, we've got the Page of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Six of Coins. Your advice in here is the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Wands. There's a lot of fire in here. Okay. The Knight of Wands was also in Pisces, as was the no, I think it was, I'm sorry, they're confused. I'm confused, but check out Pisces. That I'm not confused about. Okay. Now your outcome card is the Three of Swords. Don't be disheartened here. I'll tell you why. Okay. Okay. If you're showing up, I'm taking a sidebar now. If you're showing up to this reading in reference to a yes or no question, the answer is no. No, it'll never happen. But that doesn't have to do with this. That's something totally different. That must, I don't know who the hell that was for, honestly. I'm sorry. But it wasn't pertaining to this because this is a whole different ball game. Okay. What's happening here, okay, I think there is absolutely a relationship here that is I don't want to use the twin flame soulmate kind of relationship. It's just one that is it's meant to be. Okay, it's just meant to be. But what I think is happening here is I think that there is something holding up one of the people in this equation. I think that there is something that there's a relationship here, but there's a hindrance also, and I think it's due to the fact that I don't think that Three of Swords is a heartbreak. I think it's a more needs to be done here. Okay, I think that this is a relationship that's meant to be for sure, but I think that there's something happening on the home front that is making someone feel like they're in prison, like really like they're in prison. So maybe someone is in prison, but this has to do with the home front. So I'm gonna more go with the fact that it's someone who feels like they're in prison, and this is very much, I am sure of it, related to Pisces somehow. There was drama in that reading that was coming outside, but that was affecting the relationship on the side. So you may have some drama going on in your life that's affecting your relationship, and that one was in a holding pattern. It was in a holding pattern waiting for something. There again, in this reading, there's divine forces behind the scene here. This is a great relationship. It's a relationship that's meant to be, but someone in this equation needs to gain something personally before this will be successful. That's why it's held up. There's something here that you've got to leave behind to be able to get this relationship to go forward. I'm going to say that there's something, maybe you're held and bound by your immediate families. Maybe you've been the doer for your family. right? Your mother, father, sister, brother, like that kind of deal. And you're trying to jump into, or not jump into, but you're trying to go from that into a relationship, a romantic relationship. But there's something that you're being asked to leave behind here because it will cripple this relationship. There's something you need to learn. There may be something within yourself too that you're not, you need to either have more self-confidence, you need to, because this Page of Cups here, it's new. This is new. You know, it's uncharted territory here. So, and you've got the Knight of Cups, right? So this is a relationship, but it's you're going to have to leave a way of thinking behind, because the Hierophant was also in Pisces. I'm sorry, guys, your reading is related to that. It's the other half of this equation. It's like filling in the pages. I absolutely see like pages of a book just filling in here. So it's very much related. What you're being asked to do is, there are things within maybe your culture, within how your family value units is, that when we leave the street of where we grew up, right, so to speak, we don't necessarily need to take all that stuff with us, because we're going in a new direction, we're maturing. And I think that with the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Wands, there's an air of maturity in there. And by maturity, I just mean you need to gain something under you that allows you to sustain this relationship. That's all I'm saying. And that's where I think that the Three of Swords is coming in here. I see that you want to do this. It's definitely a good relationship, but there's things behind the scenes here that are going to make it crumble if one of the people, and the reading is for Virgo, so you're somehow in this equation. It's either you who needs to be able to leave some stuff behind, ways of thinking, intellectually thinking, right? Like you may be trying to go in a new direction because you feel imprisoned where you are, but it's like if you don't deal with the things that you need to leave behind, you're basically just bringing that prison, because you're the prison, right? Like you're the prison, and you're bringing it with you into this new arena. So nothing's going to change for you if you don't let go of certain things. Ascension, if you will, from where you're at, right? So there's something you've got to let go of here, because let's not forget, Virgo is the house of, it's the house of illness, but hear me out before you slam me with comments. It's the house of illness. And what is illness? It's temporary. It's just a rebalancing, right? This is an 8-month. It's all about karma balance. That's all that it is, right? So we just need to rework some things that we need to let go of some things to go in a new direction, right? We're in a different dynamic in a relationship than we are when we still live at home with our parents, right? It's a whole different ball game. And you're given divine guidance here. Your prayers are heard. There's a reason, again, that there's a distance here, that there's a reason that this Three of Swords is showing up on the outbound of this reading. And it has to do with, yes, you may be missing someone, but the Three of Swords is like this, with the sword in the middle. Pretend my head's the sword, right? This needs to clear so that you have focus, so that you are able to go in this direction. Right now, there's things that you need to take care of that are making you feel imprisoned, right? In your home environment, where you live now. It doesn't need to be your domestic home. It could be your home in here. You need to clear this path so that you've got free sailing here. Maybe you're a little too fixed in your ways, and when we just need to clear some stuff here. We need to clear some stuff, and look at it this way. It's stuff that's not going to serve you. So it's things maybe that you already know you need to let go of, right? Like that. Because your heart's in this relationship. You're all in it, and so is the other person. But there's something here that is imprisoning you, right? I don't think you're literally in prison, but I think that you might as well be, because you're stuck in this, you're just stuck in here until you figure this out. And again, I think, yes, there's divine timing here. Whatever you've been asking for is coming, but there's a reason that it's held up, and you just need to trust and do the work on your part to make this, the cross here, to make your window open, right? You need to like move those bars apart. And that's what the Three of Swords is, right? It's just clearing. You're just trying to clear this so that you can get out. Okay? That's all that it is. Threes are inactive actions, right? There's three is a maturity number, right? It's not a stable number yet. It's a starting, but a 4 is a stable number. A 3 is not a stable number. I think that this is a relationship. I think it's a great relationship. I think it's a relationship for sure. Like I say, it's meant to be. It's a relationship that, and I couldn't use the word, I couldn't use the comparison to twin flame or soulmate. This is something of a, it's at an essence level, right? It's a destined relationship. It's just certain things need to be worked out behind the scenes, like leaving things behind to be able to free yourself to make this work. So, like I say, this relationship is meant to be, but there's things that need to be done here, because if it were to come together right now, it would crash and burn. So there's something somewhere that needs to be balanced out here between you or whoever, or your partner, one of the two. If you're not in a relationship, one is coming, but there's things then that you've got to free yourself from so that this relationship can come in, so that it can vibrate on your level, right? If you're in a current relationship and you're, that the Three of Swords is just things that you need to take care of, right? There are things that we need to do that sometimes we don't necessarily want to do them, right? Maturity. Sometimes we don't want to let go of things even though we know we need to, right? So there you have it. I think this is a great reading. I think that things are going to come together for you. I think that you're just going to hit some hiccups here. Don't resist letting things go that you need to let go of, because I really think that the relationship that you've been waiting for is here. It's a lifelong relationship, which is probably why things like this get held up. You know, the universe is always working in our favor. When we need to do some legwork, though, on our part, right, intellectually, letting things go, maturing, things like that, right, this is what happens. It gets held up, and we should be grateful for that, right? But at the time, we're not. We just want it done. And that's what's happening in Pisces. It's again, it's trying to go against the current. Do the things that you can do and let the universe do the rest. Because when the universe does something for you, it's beyond 5 senses, and it lights you up from the inside out. So do your part, release yourself from this prison you're held in, and just know that this is going to come together. It is you know, you'll see the workings behind this in time. Okay, I hope that I helped you. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you with anything. Okay, thank you so much.